Okay. So what I want to check with you guys is pretty simple. First of all, let's take a look at this pie chart here. SPY. Okay, I'll just remove everything and we will draw again what we want to see in those in this chart. So this is the SPY weekly chart that we can see from like November 2018 and the meltdown we've seen here in COVID things and all, and then the rise that has not really stopped since then. Okay, so we're here today, right there. What have we seen here? What is going on? First of all, let's see the levels that I have drawn here. Well, not the levels, but the indicators, the trend indicators. Okay, what you can see here is the cloud formed by the 5 and 12 EMA on the weekly chart here. Okay, this is the kind of cloud that is forming, and this is showing the trend right now that is kind of bullish. Okay, and we are holding pretty well this cloud. Then what is the line between the cloud? The 9 EMA. And for those that follows me a lot, knows that it is kind of my predilection indicators. I really love the 9 EMA in whichever time frame you want to see it, weekly, daily, even in 10 minutes time frames. I love to see the 9 EMAs curling up for sure and holding like this. Okay, what have we been able to see today is the stop we have seen right onto that 9 EMA weekly chart here on SPY. Okay, this is pretty interesting. Okay, since we have been safe on a pretty nice volume here, are we done? Are we going to go lower? Only time will tell. But what we can see here on the macro analysis on the weekly chart is that with only one day to do in the market, the objective things that we can see, let's check them. Have we been able today to make a new high? I say today, I meant, have we been able this week to make a new high on the market? The answer is yes, right here. So we made new high almost every day for those that were following market. Okay, so a new high has been printed this week on the SPY. Have we been able to hold major trend line here? Yeah, for now we have dropped pretty nasty today and yesterday. 9 EMA saved the market right there. So I would say that the main trend indicator, that is the 9 EMA, hold it. Okay, so this is two bullish things that we have seen for now. Okay, on all those moves, were there any kind of volume that we're pushing here? Let's take a look right here. The blue line is that average volume, and the red bar here is the weekly volume as of now. Right now we're holding just above the average volume here. So the move that for now is red, since this is red because more sure were sold than bought. So the red volume is bigger than the average. So I would say that there is a lot of volume pushing the stock price down, but that has been safe. Where was that volume? So this is the interesting thing about Transpider, and we can take a look at the raindrop. What is that? It is the distribution of the volume by price here, all along here. What we can see is that the biggest volume was near the eye here. So what does that mean? So more people were willing to sell the stock here than buying it here. So is that bullish or bearish? I would say that it is unfortunately a little bit bearish. So people were more willing to sell here than buying here. So, well, does that mean that we're going down? Not really, but I would have loved to see some more volume here buying the dip, but we cannot say that it is a very strong difference between those two. Okay, so it's pretty kind of subjective for now. I would not base my analysis based on that. I would have loved a big buying a spot here, that which is not. Okay, so for now, this is the weekly analysis, but new high saved by 9 EMA for now. Okay, and let's say also that all the EMAs for now, 5, 9, 12, and 200, everything is rising. So for now, the kind of big macro trend is up. Okay, let's take a look at a smaller time frame. Also, so it's still in the SPY here. We have been saved right there at 436. Is that the level of interest? Well, for now, there is no. I have the 50 here. 200 is way lower right there. 50. Do I have my 20 here? I don't have my 20 moving average. I will just add it. I'm usually having it here. 2020, where are you? I prefer simple moving average for the 20, simple moving average there. Adding it 20 right there. Boom. Okay. So the 20 is there. We have lost it today, but reclaimed almost it also. Bounced back from like no MAs, but we bounced back from a level of interest. So which is right here. I'll just undo those. I prefer candles there. Okay. Which is here. Saving. So you can see here that it's the high of that day, high of that day, high of that day, open of that day, open of that day, kind of a mix between those, and then no touch until there. So this is pretty strong as a level, and for sure, just right above the 50-day moving average here. So we have a confluence of support that are just giving more sense to that support. There is a level and there's also a moving average there. So, and there is also kind of a volume by price support that, you know, it's more like here, but the volume supply is there. So, and look at that daily damn volume. So people were just waiting with their buy orders sitting at the 50-day moving average on the SPY to buy the dip. And like it's been those last weeks, that 50-day moving average has been the place to sit and wait and buy and wait and buy. So from now, where are we going? Well, that volume is telling me that we're not done yet on the bull market, because it's the highest volume we have seen since May 19, 2021. So it's been kind of a couple months. We have not seen a volume like this on the buy. So there's been like a consolidation, a run on quite a low volume, big selling correction there, but we've been safe here. What is the thing that I'm not liking here is the possible, and I say possible, crossover of the 9-day into that 20-day moving average on daily chart. That is really bearish, but like it's been setting up back in July 16, it didn't happen. It's been saved again by the 50-day moving average. Buyers were there, and then look what happened. We ran from like 425 to 450 or so. So it's a pretty interesting run for the SPY. So the same setup is setting up on a market that is just unbelievable. Okay. What are the other things that we can look at? Okay. Are we seeing some divergence here? And this is pretty important to see the momentum or the risk, or where are the probability that the market is going to go. So for the same price, do we have that kind of same level of RSI, for example, or MACD? So let's take a look here. We can draw kind of a level like this to have an idea. So here, RSI is at 65. Okay. And for the same price action with the same low here, RSI is at 51. So let's say that the price here was at, the RSI was at like 65, I said 67 on the momentum, and we were able to continue to run there. And then with the same RSI, with the same price now, we are at 50. So that means, and we're kind of looking for to point up again. So we're gaining momentum. We have room for more momentum to go into the stock, um, into the SPY here. So I do like to see that. If I would have seen like an RSI here, like we've seen at like 70 for the SPY, this is huge. And you've seen what happened, overbought, kind of overbought, and then boom, 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 falling down. This is what I call an RSI reset, bouncing from an interesting level, like a confluence of the 50-day moving average, a level of interest here, and then look what happened. Insane volume on the SPY here that are setting for another monster run. Where will it stop now? This is what we're going to see. Okay, so where would the SPY go from now? I think it's going up. And where is it going? Let's draw some trend line. Okay, I do love trend lines. It's not all about trend lines, but you need to have some trend lines draw into your desktop. So from here to there, this is the bigger upper trend line we can see on the SPY. Am I right? Then trend break here, the second real trend lines there. The other one sitting here. Okay. After then, those are resistance. Okay. So those will act as a tough spot to get through. We will need volume, and we will need catalyst. We will need all those things. Okay. I'll just undo those because they are painful for my eyes. Okay. So right here, we are going probably, and I said probably, this is a daily chart. If we can just start by getting out of that little flag here, we are probably going to back test it and, have some fun around tough levels. And let's say that, while I talk to you, I just try to find a real level, but here is kind of one. Okay, so we've closed just above. We might back test confluence here and then go back up here. And we might be able to do like thing like, yep, oh boy, what's that? I'll just calm down this. Sorry for that. Okay, this is default. Okay. Round two. Well, this is, sorry for that. Okay. So we might just break out here, back test that level, and then go test here, and then consolidate. And I think that the master top will be like around that level here. For sure, the eye of the year all-time high will be tough, but then we might have like kind of a bull tap that trend line a couple of days from now. So we might touch it like 449 or 451, a couple of days 452s. That those will be kind of a resistance in the upcoming days or week, as we might just punch that and then retrace, build around that level here, and then go again, then booming here. This is how market goes, tapping resistance, then consolidate around levels, and then booming other resistance, and going like this until RSI reset again. So this is how I see the market right now. I think it's pretty bullish, and I don't think we are done yet until the Fed really puts the taper down and says we're not buying more assets, it's over, or until the Fed raise rates. I know it will happen, but right now with the COVID, with the Delta, with everything that's going on in the market, we don't have any idea of where we're going, where the vaccination is going, where the economy is going, where the New Zealand is going, lockdowns everywhere. So it's pretty uncertain. And when we have uncertainty, Fed won't pull the brake onto the assets buying. So that means the market will continue to go and go and go. So for now, market has been saved, and I think it's still bullish unless we lose that level here. That is the 50-day moving average. If we have, let's see if we have close under, like we had here on huge volume, that was very misunderstanding why the market didn't plunge. And look at that big volume gap down that was possible. Everyone was bearish here, and then market made also a new low. This was the perfect short point, and everything got smacked down, and boom. So seriously, to have a correction, we will need big volume, and we will need 2 close in a row under that 50-day moving average to really have the signal that the correction is imminent. So remember that 2 days in a row closing under 50-day moving average will give us something to think about. We might correct, but for now, the sky is the limit, my friends. Okay, so this is for the SPY analysis. I want to check with you some chart that are very interesting. Okay, so here, I want to check with you, BABA. I abdicate today on my BABA swing leaps. Sadly, I sold them for kind of a big loss, because seriously, if they were commons, I would have held it and just averaged down, because I don't believe those Chinese statement. And seriously, BABA is probably the biggest deal right now on the market. This is a very good, in my own opinion, investing opportunity to get some long share. I will not load all my portfolio on that, but seriously, BABA are making a lot of money, and it's just sad that they are in China. So, but seriously, if they can just come back and just, if the geopolitical situation can improve, BABA can double from now in a blink. But right now, the mistake I did, and it was a mistake, I do some mistake too, was really not to listen to the kind of bearish flow that was hitting hard. But seriously, I've never seen a stock seeing that monster bearish flow as BABA had the last couple of weeks, millions and millions of dollars in puts, while the stock was kind of holding that 200 mark and then bounced, while the bearish flow was in at millions and millions of dollars. It went from 200 to 230, and then just implode, and went from like 220 to like 160 today, even lost it. So BABA is really in trouble, and it will be tough to come back from here. So I don't know where is the bottom. Okay, but I'll just remove everything like this, and let's take a look, just because it's fun. Okay, so right now, let's take a look at some trend lines. Where could be the bottom here? I'm just not thinking it's technical, but everything is passing by, 9-day, 20-day, 50-day, even the 200-day moving average are being just like bye. I don't care about you. The real support that I see is here. That is also the volume shelf support there, and it is at 130. Okay, until then, unless magic happens at that level, that is kind of a multiple tapping level here at 153. Could happen here, but there is a lot of momentum to downside. So seriously, I think we might just have a solid hammer boom in there and just coming back. I would set like buying alerts there, but until then, it's a no touch area if you play options, or at least wait for pop to short on puts. But my lips got really smacked down on BABA. For now, it's in the void. If you want to play some long, why not? You can add some stock if you're like the risk, but the risk to be right is pretty good. This is interesting here. Look at that trend line, boom, and we might get a sit here. So this is also interesting there. We'll take a look. If we hold here, you can also create an alert. a bounce alert with Transpider. For those that don't know Transpider, you can have a free trial on my website, BullishMatt.com. Just click on the link and follow instructions. Not very complicated. It's a very cool platform for those that don't know that. I love to play alerts with Transpiders. So Baba, this sitting spot maybe 157, 2 points away. Let's see what happened. Today we had a lot of fun on many stocks. Was a pretty interesting day, but I want to check with you. Shopify. Shopify here is in a kind of last extension here on low volume all-time high that has been denied on a dark cloud cover pattern. For those that don't know, dark cloud cover, it's a big green candle followed by a new high, red candles that is closing under the 50% retracement of the day before. This is what we call a dark cloud cover. And what does that mean? It says it in the name, dark. So to invalidate a dark cloud cover, you need a candle to close above the previous high. So it didn't happen. And to undo a little bit of certainty in that play, you would like to see a close at least above that 50-day retracement of that one on the green day, which didn't happen. We only had an hammer, kind of a shy hammer inside day. And usually when you have an inside day into a bearish pattern or into a bullish pattern, it usually means a continuation of that move. So this is bearish inside day, whichever the color of that candle is it's green, and it's not very green and very low volume. So this is not convincing. So, we're expecting more downside here, which is what happened, double top or a little bit the new high, but still had the 50% of that big dark cloud cover there, then close just under the open of the day before. So those are all little sign that we're hitting lower. It lost the 5 EMA, closed today right into the 9 EMA, still on low volume. MACD crossover here, RSI pointing down. So Shopify is setting to go down. For now, the short trend here is getting kind of bearish, and there is also another pattern which is called a diamond pattern here. For those that know some technicals, hey, sorry for the I'm not very good at plastic heart. This is a kind of diamond now, and what we can see here, it is usually when you have a diamond like this, you expect the stock to make the same move to go there from where it went. So if I explain more, like we came from here to there, okay? So we can go either there or there, okay? In my own opinion right now, the chart is telling me we go there, but it's possible that we go there. Everything is on to the breakout and on the side we see, but the intra diamond pattern right now is bearish. So when we have a bearish setup into a possible bearish setup, the trend is bearish. So I will be more comfortable here to play longer time frame on Shopify into the downside level here. Okay, so this is for the weekly time frame still. And when Shopify moves, it moves damn big. It went from like 1,500 to 100. That's a pretty big 33% haircut, So it was not because of COVID. Okay? So, and Shopify tend to respect all those technical, this was a very nice channel breakout here. It went from like here, this is the breakout point here. Yeah, breakout point. This is the arrow to the channel, then channeling, consolidation, breakout, back this, breakout. And if we clone, you can calculate where this stock is going. And was it approximately there? We're not far away from the move. It went there. And then, candle that was like, I'm tired, and again, well down. But this was a pretty interesting move to play from like 101, 1,100 to like 150. So 100, 500. So this is those kind of technical patterns are cool. So right now, that diamond tell me we might go up, but I think we might go down too because of all those MACD crossover, RSI pointing down, market that wants to go up, but kind of tricky. So I think we might see some rotation again, going down from like tech stock. It sounds probable still. We need some confirmation, but remember those diamond pattern and how you calculate the possible move from them. Okay. So this is for Shopify. Okay. Palantir, for those that like growth stock, a very high valuation on Palantir, which is fine. I think that all valuation are what investors think about a stock. So why is it expensive? Because it's probably going to go up a lot. It's a very good company like Tesla was. It wasn't making any money and the valuation was sky high. Why? Because remember when it was pre-split at $300, aiming 250, $300 at pre-split, it was like, oh man, what the fuck? This is not making any penny. And we're like sky high valuation. Look at that now. It went from like, I don't know, if you invested like 6K, it worth like 100K now. So this is probably what Palantir will do. So a very nice falling wedge weekly chart that has a long nose, big consolidation that has been breaking out right here above the cloud again, riding into all MAs that starts to curls up. Big level here to test around like 27, 28. And once this is break, I think we might start to have some fun. But really, if I am kind of precise, the level to break is right there, 27.68. If we close above 27.68, we run. This is the close of that week. Close of that week, high of that week, high of that one, open of that one, high of that one, multiple tap onto that level tells us that we are hitting some hard things. But what I do like to see is that kind of accumulation right into that breakout of the falling wedge. So investors took position here, some profit taking on very low volume, big volume last week here on earnings that were very, very, very cool, which is good for a growth stock. And then MACD about to cross, RSI near 60 or so heat zone, volume above moving average. So all we need to clear is that volume shelf on that 27.68 mark, and 45 is the goal. So this is a pretty clear possible run, which would give you approximately like 90%. I don't know. I'm not that good in mental calculation here, but kind of, Palantir, keep that on watch for the next month and for the next years. It's a very, in my opinion, very interesting investing stock. Tesla, the lovely Tesla here. Again, we'll just remove all this and have some fun. Remove all. Okay. So what are we seeing in Tesla here? Yes. Okay. Tesla, in my opinion, is while everyone is damn bearish, I am damn bullish because I'll tell you why. Look, first of all, here, tapping, breakout, back this, volume, accumulation, above, rising EMAs, everything is rising up, rising 200 moving average here, rising 50-day weekly moving average that has been saved all the way up here. I just don't understand why people are so bearish on Tesla, because they are haters probably. But for now, that kind of wedge is making higher high on that breakout here, trying to build here just above that 9 EMA on weekly chart. MACD crossing right there. RSI for sure pointing down. It's not the kind of thing I like to see on the RSI chart, meaning it's not necessarily ready now. We've seen some exhaustion here on very low volume. Those are not very beautiful candles, but on low volume, above resistance. Let's consolidate here a little bit, but I really don't know why we will not test that 900 mark again. Probably before year end, or if it's not before year end, it's pretty soon. TSLA is looking awesome. It's been consolidation. It's been consolidating just like it's been doing here. Remember that wedge here? Was it a pin and breakout sexy? Damn, yes, it was. So this is just the same thing happening, but bigger. And what happened when we have a bigger consolidation? We have a bigger move. That's as simple as that. So I am expecting Tesla to break the shit out of it and going damn hard to upside. But you can short if you're willing to. Pfizer, monster, really monster. I think we have reached kind of a top for now. Seriously, on weekly chart here, this is for sure 3 white soldier, 4 or 5 white soldiers. This is bullish, but we will consolidate for sure. COVID is just the biggest catalyst they never had in their entire lives, but it needs to consolidate. Rising volume on an inverted hammer here, shooting star candle, MACD at the top, RSI 83 on the weekly chart. I don't see that very often. This is damn hard. So, debit put spread to downside, some puts, some whatever could pay here, give you time. Momentum is there for sure. So be careful, but it needs to break a little bit. But this is a very nice, in my opinion, add to your portfolio. I'm not a financial advisor, but I am liking Pfizer a lot around those level here, 43 or so, since it will, like every move back test that area somehow, and then probably will continue to go up since, you remember the health here. A lot of boosters will be forced in many men on the earth and women, for probably all your life. So this is kind of painful for the well, I won't enter into a vaccination debate. I'm not that favorable for no, a mandatory vaccination, but I'm not against vaccination, but I want people to have the choice to take it or not. But this is another debate, but I don't think the government gives a shit about it. And I think that Pfizer could reach $100 just on those shots benefits. So put that on your watch for now. Needs to break, because I haven't seen the chart extended like this in a while. It makes me this is Pfizer, this is Pfizer. Look at the Pfizer monthly chart. Okay, this will give you an idea of, it's not moving a lot. It moved from 30 to 30 in eight years. So this is Pfizer. Okay, right now there is something going on, but look at volume. This is good, but not as good as it was here. So it's pretty interesting. But one thing is that we blew all-time high on the monthly chart here. So where does that brings us? Honestly, it brings us there, from the low to that line. You clone, you drag, and you shit in your pants. 84, 85. So this is the possible gap up in the upcoming months, years, Pfizer might have. So you want to see those all-time high breakout to get into big moving stocks. Okay, so you just need the back test to be more careful and have a good risk management. Okay, but Pfizer for now, wait, but don't miss the boat. It's probably going there. Okay. GME. I will probably be kicked out soon. Less than 1 minute. Oh, I don't have time for GME. Okay, damn. But okay, well, we only had 40 minutes with the Zoom. So it's been a pleasure, guys, to have you on